Again, somebody who has been far more balanced, an academic has been far more balanced about, yes, some of the things we got wrong in the days of our empire, but some of the things we got right. And I think it's right that we look at this and that we teach our young people that there are some positives about our past, as well as some of the things we may have got wrong. So some real proper independent thinkers, probably with proper conservative values. I think many people will welcome some of those appointments.
So the war on woke is going to carry on?
Well, I mean, it's just common sense, isn't it, Ed? Isn't that what we're talking about? I mean, with war on woke, that sounds quite negative. Actually, it's about saying to people, well, a woman is a woman. It's about, I mean, Keir Starmer can't tell you what a working person is or what a woman is. I think, this is about just being straightforward with people, and trying to reject all this stuff about diversity, equality, where you're actually having positive discrimination, which most conservatives don't understand, or just can't deal with, don't want to see in our society, which I don't either. I think we just want good common sense, conservative values. At the end of the day, the conservative values are the ones that are most reflective of the everyday thinking, in my view, and that's where we want to be in terms of how we extol our values.
Everybody is a secret Tory member. I'm joking, they're not. Kevin Hollinrake, to be fair to him, that is a cracking surname, isn't it? Hollinrake, girls. Kevin Hollinrake, the Tory shadow housing minister, recently claimed during an interview on Times Radio that Britain is inherently, I can never say that word, inherently a conservative country, and that its people largely align with so-called conservative values. No, they don't, otherwise we wouldn't have all these parties, but hey-ho. He made these remarks whilst defending the controversial appointment of Nigel Biggar, a professor with polarising views on colonialism to the House of Lords. Biggar has advocated for a more balanced perspective on Britain's imperial past, which many people see as an attempt to whitewash history. His comments, however, prompt a deeper question. What exactly are these conservative values he believes the British Republic holds dear, and do they truly represent the nation's character? Over the past 14 years, the Conservative Party has shaped Britain with policies and practices that paint a very particular picture of what conservative values might mean. Is elitism one of them? Under Conservative leadership, rules apply to the public, but not to those in power. Partygate stands as a glaring example. Whilst ordinary citizens were fined and vilified for breaking lockdown rules, government officials brazenly ignored them. Such behaviour undermines the very idea of fairness, a value that most Britons do hold dear. Then there's dishonesty. The Conservatives had repeatedly misled the public, from inflated promises about Brexit to the mishandling of pandemic contracts that enriched a few at the expense of many. Their policies of austerity, often framed as fiscal responsibility, systematically transferred wealth from the poorest to the richest, devastating public services and social security nets, or safety nets, in the process. If these are Conservative policies, folks, and values, one wonders how they align with the everyday thinking of people struggling to make ends meet. Housing policy, or the lack of it, tells another story. Entire generations have been locked out of home ownership as the government failed to address the housing crisis. Younger Britons have been left with little to aspire to, despite rhetoric about opportunity and hard work. Immigration policy and other Conservatives have also been marked by hostility, stoking fear and division rather than fostering compassion and pragmatism. And then there's the environment. Bloody hell, I'm all going on a few here. Where is the conserve in Conservative? The party has presided over an era where raw sewage is routinely pumped into rivers and lakes, abandoning any meaningful commitment to environmental stewardship. So, in claiming Britain is a conservative country, Kevin Hollinrake misunderstands the people he claims represents. The British Republic values fairness, integrity, and a commitment to improving lives. These are not the values the Conservative Party has demonstrated in recent years. If anything, their actions have shown a disconnect from the everyday struggles of ordinary people. The idea that voters align with the values of elitism, dishonesty, and neglect is not only the misguided thing to do, but an insult to the intelligence of the electorate. The Conservative Party's refusal to acknowledge its failings or adapt to the needs of modern Britain is a significant part of its decline. By clinging to outdated notions of what the public believes, they risk further alienating the very people they claim to understand. Britain is not inherently a conservative country. It is a country that values fairness, compassion, and progress. The qualities that the Conservatives have seemed to have abandoned a long time ago. But let me know what you think. I've been Jake from Just Jake. As always, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. You actually made it to the end of the video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, which, why haven't you already, is somewhere over there. And also, if you want to watch more videos, also check out over there. I've been Jake from Just Jake. See you later.